went to California for a bit and I had like the strangest midlife crisis. Good morning, guys. It is a bright and early morning. I actually didn't think about filming today. I just like picked up my phone and I was like, hey, what if I filmed? It's been a while and I also have makeup on. It's July the 4th and I also have some thoughts that I just want to get off my head, especially since med school is starting in a month. I don't know how time crept up, but I will be starting med school at the end of this month. So I'm super excited, but also a lot of mixed emotions. So yeah, hopefully we can unpack those today. For 4th of July, we went to visit my dad's side of the family. We're taking pictures, so everyone's going to wear the traditional ao dai. So ao dai is like a traditional dress in Vietnam. So I got changed, as you can see, white for a little bit of July the 4th festivities, and there's gonna be food, which is always fun. A little bit of a recap for context. I graduated in May. I have about 3 months between May until med school starts. And honestly, time flies when you're having fun and you're not even thinking about it. I looked at 3 months and I was like, wow, that is a lot of time to just chill and, you know, relax. Traveling a lot and seeing a lot of family, and before you know it, it's already here. We're already at the 1 month mark. It was really nice this summer because I had a lot of time to relax and catch up on K-dramas. At the same time, it gave me a lot of time to think. Like, people talk a lot about imposter syndrome and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I haven't even started yet and I'm already thinking like, how am I gonna handle the rigors? It's gonna be a lot. Especially after like senior year, it was a lot chiller. I was like, dang, I don't know if I can just like jump back into studying and stuff. And then I was also like, should I study over the summer? Should I like study before the time? But a lot of people, like every med student basically that I talked to, they were like, do not study over the summer, just take the time to relax. And I did exactly that, and I'm so happy because I feel much more refreshed and ready to dive into stuff. Let's see what kind of food they have. The food preparation, lots of veggies. Figuring out how to work the coffee machine. Second cup of coffee of the day. This is my cousin. She's also in the ao dai fit. And this super fun and also crazy summer. We got to travel a lot, so if you guys are starting med school, take like a gap year or take at least a couple months to reset and recharge and have fun and honestly celebrate your accomplishment before you dive right into it. We went to California for a bit and I had like the strangest midlife crisis. I was like, bro, I want to start acting. Like, I want to act. And it was so weird. I was like, how am I going to balance managing like both going to med school and also trying to book acting gigs? And I dove into this rabbit hole of trying to like how to get into open casting calls and how to like self-record and how I can like sign up for different random auditions. I don't even know what happened. Maybe it was from being in LA, but it was crazy. Low-key combination of had too much time to think and be with my thoughts, which is definitely a good thing because you need time to think and reflect and also just like take your thoughts head on. Like some of the thoughts that you like repress, just like go out and face them. And also I've been watching a lot of Netflix and Exo Kitty was so good. I was like, I want to be able to act and film and go out like that while also doing medical school. So I don't know what's happening. It was some crazy energy, but I'm chilling now and definitely ready to go into med school. But definitely if you have your midlife crisis, embrace them, embrace the thoughts, like walk down those paths and see what happens and see how you return back to your main passions. Assorted commotion as we figure out who's taking pictures. Just took pictures, so I just got to change back into my regular clothes, which is a blessing because it is so hot outside. The AC is broken and we were wearing long tight sleeves. One thing that has been really useful these past couple months before med school is like DMing or like messaging and talking to some of the current students because they've been through it, they've been in our shoes, had that kind of anxiety before med school, wondering if there's something we need to do. It's nice to get their perspectives and see how it is in med school in terms of rigor, resources being used. And I think one thing that helped a lot with relieving stress and relieving anxiety is to be able to get more information. A lot of things that stress us out is because we don't know what's coming or we don't know how to prepare. So the best way that you can also manage your stress is to be able to gain more information, ask people how it is, ask their advice, and that will often help to alleviate a lot of stress or maybe some imposter syndrome that you've had. Those are my tips that's helped me so far. He's got the koi pond. My uncle has so many cute little potted plants with tiny little charms on the inside. Gotta get the plants to be therapeutic for med school. It's also been really nice to just hang out and catch up with family. I did travel a lot, but I got like this major FOMO because I saw a lot of people who are also going to med school. They went to Europe, they went to Asia, all these really nice international places, and I low-key kind of felt left out because we were mostly, my family and I, our passports expired, so we also traveled locally, and it would just be a rush and it's super expensive to go abroad. So we traveled locally to California. If you have the means to travel, go visit family, talk to your friends, catch up before med school. You also don't have to travel internationally or to a crazy fancy places in order to be able to enjoy your last months. Like, one of the funnest things I've been doing this summer is catching up and rewatching and watching new K-dramas with my mom. We've watched like probably over 20. We just binge watch those things. Though you do relax, there are still some things that you have to do the couple months before med school, the most important of them being getting all of your enrollment requirements in. For example, my school, you have to have your immunization proofs and documents, as well as your background check, drug testing, sending in your official transcripts. So make sure that you are on top of these and you're doing them as early as possible, because if you do travel, it's going to be a hassle to try to cram these things in and add some stress to you when you're trying to travel. And a lot of these official documents and sending them in takes time for processing, so make sure that you're on top of them. Like, it feels like it's really nice because you're like, oh, I got into med school, I'm ready to go, but you also have to make sure that you tie up those loose ends and have all of your documents ready to go. Do them early. The key is to always be early with these things. Submit them and you can forget about them and go off, travel, and relax. It was kind of funny because there were a lot of enrollment requirements and the checklist was like a lot of things to do, and someone was like, bro, this is more stressful than getting into medical school.
The Vietnamese jello.
Việt Nam cúc.
Watermelon. No, it's without watermelon.
Our neighbor's birthday is also July 4th, so we're gonna take a quick stop to get her some more presents. So in terms of starting medical school, I definitely have a lot of mixed emotions. The majority of it, I'm super excited. Like, I'd say 90%, but there's always that 10% of a little bit of anxiety, I guess, from starting something new, basically starting fresh and not really knowing as much of the road ahead. But it's still, I'm super excited to be able to meet a lot of new people. I'm super excited to get to meet my classmates, like people from not just the current school I go to, but also from all over the state. So it'll be really cool to see. And honestly, I take classes about a lot of really cool subjects. Anxiety, I guess, is always going to be from imposter syndrome, the rigor and stuff, and how it's going to be, and time management. But I guess everyone gets through it, everyone has their own process, and everyone gets through the process. So I'm also excited to see how I'll be able to manage that and what things I'll change from undergrad and how my studying is going to evolve. I hope we don't get sick because all of our relatives at the house are sick and we're all together taking pictures. I also have to pack. I still have to move into my apartment, but I still have about a month to do that. So gotta find a bed frame and a desk and all that fun stuff. Short and sweet video today, but my phone is about to die. I don't have a charger. I definitely want to start a mini series of me just coming on and sharing some of my spontaneous, in the moment thoughts with you guys, especially starting the med school process. I'll see you guys in the next one.